So is Henry Cavill out as Superman, or is he still Superman, or is he just taking a break from playing Superman but going to come back as Superman? I don't know. There's not like an actual legit source that confirms it or denies it.
Team mobbing. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbing. Wobbing. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbing.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything geek and everything Power Rangers. Now, I apologize for not making a video for the past week, but I've been really sick. For those of you that don't know, there's been a lot of buzz around the DCEU and Warner Brothers and Henry Cavill as to whether or not he's fired from Superman, or he quit Superman, or he's just taking a break from Superman. Nobody really knows. Just why we're going to talk about why the DC Cinematic Universe is failing so bad. And before we get started, if you guys are into pop culture and everything geek, be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss anything, and be sure to click the little bell icon. Also, I'm sporting my Dragon Zord t-shirt today. Props to me for buying it, I guess. Okay, so a lot of people, including myself, were really hoping for that sequel to Man of Steel. Even Henry Cavill himself has stated many times that he was all about doing it. But now, apparently, I guess Warner Brothers and Henry Cavill have parted ways, and he's no longer Superman anymore, but apparently he's still Superman because we don't know whether or not these statements are true. I don't know, guys. It's confusing. There was a statement that Warner Brothers put out a few days ago talking about how they really like Henry Cavill and how they're on great terms together and their relationship with him is really good, which didn't confirm anything at all as to whether or not he was still Superman or if we're going to see a sequel to Man of Steel. Nothing. It didn't say shit. And then, like, right after that, Henry Cavill posted this video of him wearing a Superman shirt and holding the Superman toy, like, doing this, making it fly up in the air, and he just looked really depressed, and it was a really weird video. And that also didn't say anything as to whether or not he was out as Superman, or if we're going to see him again as Superman in a sequel. It didn't say anything. Nobody knows what's going on. Now here's this other big story that's revolving around the entire Warner Brothers and Henry Cavill Superman situation. Apparently Warner Brothers is looking to replace Henry Cavill with Michael B. Jordan. This is why the DCEU is failing, okay? Warner Brothers needs to pull their head out of their asses. Not just because of that rumor that they want to replace Henry Cavill with Michael B. Jordan. Warner Brothers and DC have been failing way before this even happened, okay? You can't really just blame one specific thing or one person. It's kind of everybody. It's kind of the fans, and it's also Warner Brothers' fault as well. Warner Brothers obviously just doesn't give a shit about what they're doing to the DC Cinematic Universe. They don't care. They kind of just want to do their own thing because they know that it's going to make money. There is a reason that Marvel is killing it right now with their movies. It's because they took the time to develop their characters. They took the time to make a good story. They took the time to put in good writing. They took the time to seek out the actors that could play these parts. They took the time to do everything. When you guys think of DC Comics, who are the two main people that stand out? Batman and Superman. You can't just have a movie centered around them hating each other and then try to shove all of these other characters into a 3-second cameo and then expect to make the Justice League work. One reason the Justice League failed is because DC and Warner Brothers didn't take the time to make a standalone movie for each one of these characters building up to the events of the Justice League. Now go ahead and say what you want about Batman v Superman. Yes, it had a lot of flaws. There were a lot of problems with that movie. There was a lot of consistency issues, but I liked it. I had a good time with that movie. I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I think Henry Cavill is a great Superman, and I think that Ben Affleck is a great Batman. I know a lot of people didn't like him as Batman. I know a lot of people gave him a lot of shit, which is one of the reasons that he kind of just dropped out of the role of being Batman. That's another thing. You can't always blame the actors for a role being bad. I mean, sometimes you can if they're just a shitty actor. Like, they're being told how to act. They're being told what to do. So it's not really all them. And you also can't blame the directors, because the directors don't really have creative control over the movie that they're making. And that is the main reason that DC is failing right there, because Warner Brothers is taking creative control and it's fucking everything up. And back to Justice League. A lot of people blame Justice League being bad because of Zack Snyder. It wasn't Zack Snyder's fault. Zack Snyder actually didn't finish the entire movie because he had to step away due to family tragedy, which is very understandable. But then Joss Whedon stepped in and he pretty much reshot the entire movie. I don't like Joss Whedon, okay? I don't think he's that great of a director. I think he's kind of a douche in real life. The Avengers didn't do well because Joss Whedon directed it. The Avengers did well because Marvel spent 5 years making movies leading up to the Avengers. And also, guys, try to remember when Justice League was going through post-production, there was about an hour of footage cut out of that entire movie because Warner Brothers wanted to save time. The movie is only an hour and 59 minutes, and that's from start to the end credits scene. That's not a lot of time, especially for a big blockbuster superhero movie featuring all of the major DC characters. That's pretty shitty. back to the whole Superman situation. We don't know for sure if he's out. If he is, that really sucks. But if Warner Brothers is wanting to replace him with Michael B. Jordan, that is not going to work. Okay, it's just not. That's not me being racist. I have no problem with Michael B. Jordan. In fact, I think he's a great actor. He's one of my favorite actors in Hollywood right now. But him playing Superman, I just don't see it. So the way I see it is there's only like a few things that DC can do to fix this big-ass mess that they've created. DC either needs to cut ties with Warner Brothers and go to another studio, or Warner Brothers and DC need to sit down and hire somebody that can be in charge of this. That can be the frontrunner for all of the DC Cinematic Universe movies and TV shows and everything to do with Worlds of DC now, and just sit down and be like, okay, this is what we need to do. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to start here. We're going to work our way up. We're not going to rush anything. We're going to take it one step at a time, one movie at a time, and we're going to be smart about it. That's what they need. Stop pushing out all of these movies just for the sake of making money. Another reason that we're not getting another Superman movie right now is because Warner Brothers and DC have decided that they would like to focus all of their time and energy into a Supergirl movie and a Batgirl movie. That's fine. That's cool that you guys want to do that. But here's the thing. Nobody gives a shit about those movies. Nobody really gives a shit about those characters. They're not important right now. I don't want to see a Supergirl movie right now. I don't want to see a Batgirl movie right now. I want to see a sequel to Man of Steel. We already have a television show on the CW that is titled Supergirl that nobody really watches. The only time that I ever watch a Supergirl episode is if they're having the Arrowverse crossover episodes, and like you have to watch the episode of Supergirl to see what happens on that 4-part episode, like the whole Crisis on Infinite Earths type of things. I only watched that episode of Supergirl because it was like the first episode in that story arc. So I had to watch it. Other than that, I don't watch Supergirl because I don't give a shit. So that is my opinion. That's what I think needs to happen with Warner Brothers and DC. I also think that Hasbro and Lionsgate need to hire me to write the sequel to the Power Rangers movie. Just throw that out there. Just throwing that out there. So what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about the whole Henry Cavill / Warner Brothers / Superman situation? Do you like Henry Cavill's Superman? Do you agree with anything that I've said? Do you even care about anything that I've said? Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and your opinions. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.